Let's welcome to the show a star running back who's on the verge of making NFL history, Carolina Panthers running back Rico Dowdle. Rico, you have a really special opportunity to become the first running back in NFC history to go undrafted and have back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. What does that mean to you?
It feels good. I think somebody told me about it in the locker room. JT told me about it in the locker room that he had seen it, and it definitely feels good to be able to accomplish something like that. But got to give all the credit to those guys up front who helped me do it and the team. So yeah.
Well, one of the things that struck me was, and I think it's been striking throughout the whole league now, but you have a very aggressive downhill style, but you've also really become a terrific pass catcher. I know you've worked on all your pass protection. What inspired you to, and how did you become more complete as a back?
Just continuing to work. I think I've always, since college, just always considered myself a guy's a every down back. So, I mean, the more you can do, the more you can stay on the field. That's always been my mindset. And so I just, whatever, no matter if it was catching, pass protection, just always trying to work on those things to make sure I'm at the running back, just being a running back, running the ball. I've been doing that my whole life, so that just comes with it. But look, just working on pass catching and pass protection, making sure I'm staying top tier and those things like that, and it just allows you to stay on the field more. So I've always harped on just being excellent and trying to be excellent in all that.
When you think back to your journey, Rico, undrafted, some injuries, what point did you say, I know I belong?
Honestly, for me, it was probably my first year when I came in, and I had to make the team. I came in, we didn't have a training camp, no OTAs or thing like that. And like you said, undrafted. When you're undrafted in the league, just make the path a little bit. You got to wait your turn, sort of say, like that. But yeah, I made the team all my years. So I say when I first came in, just having to work and make the team and show. And like I said, they told me I belong too as well. So I felt like I belong ever since then.
If I could rewind the clocks back and say, Rico, you're going to be a day one, day two pick, or have the journey you've taken, which is the journey less traveled as an undrafted free agent. Would you change anything, or would you keep it the same?
I keep it the same, honestly. Being drafted is one of those, that's everybody's dream and like that. But everything's worked out, and everything I've been through, and it's all led me to where I am today. And I'm very happy with where I am and what I've been able to accomplish. So I wouldn't really change a thing, honestly.
Running back to me, and I say this a lot, Rico, it's one of the most physically demanding positions, not just in football, but in all of professional sports. So what I'm wondering is, how do you keep your body fresh? What goes into it? How much goes into it so that you're able to perform on Sundays?
A lot goes into it, to be honest, but I kind of take it week by week. You can't just, you got some weeks, some hurting worse than others, so you got to take care of that. But I'd say the main thing is just taking care of your body. I think nutrition plays a huge role into that as well. We got good nutrition here at the Panthers. They help me with that. And the main thing is just taking care of your bodies and not letting things linger. And also, when nothing is hurting, going in there and still taking care of your body and doing things like that. But a lot of cold tub, massages, and soft tissue work and things, stretching and all that stuff plays into it. So just taking care of your body and finding that routine that gets you to that next week, that next lane.
The nutrition element, what would be an example of how you've improved or changed your nutrition since coming into the league?
I don't eat pork no more. I'm probably like 2 going on 3 years and no pork. I did stop eating red meat, but I started back just this year. So I say that was my main 2 things I say that I noticed the difference is no pork, no red meat, just straight seafood, chicken, and turkey. That was one of the things that I had changed as far as nutrition-wise. No soda, stop drinking sodas. I used to drink a lot of sodas and eat a lot of junk food as well, too. So, yeah, definitely that as well, too.
So no soda?
No soda. No soda.
And what's the difference without pork? Is it energy?
I think it just overall body feeling, like my joints and my I think the red meat, like inflammation and things like that. But yeah, I definitely I started feeling well, and I started it 2 years ago, and that's when I first started playing on offense. So and my body felt different. I haven't had no injuries since, no major, knock on wood. It's worked well for me, so got to stick with it.
Rico, you had a really dope viral moment earlier in the season with your two-pump Key and Peele touchdown celebration. What inspired that? And then how did you turn that into a really special charitable effort?
Yeah, so it was with a foster home place down here in Carolina. But yeah, we had watched the skit in the team meeting room probably about like a week or two before I did the celebration. So that week going and leading into that game, I'm like, if I get in the end zone, we're gonna do this thing right here. Actually, before that play, I told him like we're gonna do the two pumps right here before I do it. So got it from that, just watching it, and then like I said, yeah, just getting with my agency and things like that. I had tweeted out because I didn't know if I was gonna get fined or not, so I tweeted out once I got the fine that I just got fined by Star to GoFundMe. It was a joke at first, but then GoFundMe actually reached out to my agency and was like, "We can do something with this, Let's partner with the nonprofit, one of those organizations." Gave me two options, and we end up. I think it was National Adoption Month. The month I did it, so we end up going with that one, the foster home, and that's how it all came about. So yeah, definitely worked out for a greater cause for sure.
What was some of the reaction you got from the celebration? Did other players around the league reach out to you?
Nah, but I did see soon after, the same day that I actually did the fake pump, Aaron Jones did it, and but yeah, no players around the league really reached out to me about it.
What about teammates? What'd they say?
They was with me then thinking I didn't think we were supposed to get a flag, and once I got fined, I told the people I got fined, they was just like, "Oh, I'm like no way," but yeah, just all really funny stuff for real. This was a joke about it.
You had a great mic'd up moment earlier in the season with head coach Dave Canales, where basically in the middle of a game, you go up to him and you say, "I have a play I know is going to work." Walk me through that.
But we get the first. We get the first. Here we go. That's there. I promise. Coach, we get the. And I get down. We got a timeout. Yeah.
If they're playing back.
Yeah.
If they're still mucking up, I don't like it.
Bet. Go! Let's go! I told you!
That was probably the Miami game.
The Miami game, right?
I didn't score. Minka ended up getting me at the end, but it was the toss play that I was calling for. We ran the toss and ended up working out. Yeah, but just getting a feel for what the defense is doing. Really, that was one of the things that played into it. Like, knew they was coming down off the edges, and it was kind of condensed box. So if we could get them pinned and get around the edge, that I knew I have a chance with that play as long as I get past the second level backwards.
So how does that work? You just go to Canales and you're like, this is gonna work. I know it.
He come in and tell you, like, if you think something, if you got an idea or something. He don't always listen to me. But yeah, just go in there and give him an idea of what I think, and he ended up calling it, and it worked out that day.
So there's other times where you say, "All right, coach, I got something," and he says, "No, I don't like it."
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, that's happened on here. Just be like, he gonna try and get to it, but go to the floor of the game and go with the floor of the game and things like that.
What's something about Coach Canales that maybe the average, even Panther fan, might find surprising?
I don't really think. I think it's out there. I just say it's just a pretty cool trait about him is he's always positive, and I think everybody knows that, and it definitely carries out throughout the whole team. Like, no matter win, lose, or draw, he's just always relaying a positive message to the guys and things like that. And I think that helps us a lot. He's just a very player-oriented coach, and that's great. That's a great thing.
I've been really impressed with Tetairoa McMillan this year, and not just because of the highlights. Like, it just feels to me like he's a pro. He came in as a pro. What's impressed you about his game?
Just his route running for me. With a guy that size, his route running, and just like you said, the guys came in. He looked like a pro from the time he came in. Just watching him in training camp, just a young guy, But coming in, just picking up on the game and being able to go out there and do what he do at a high level so fast, it's only the start for him. So he's going to definitely be one of the ones and a great one for a long time around.
What's the upside for someone like him?
The upside, jump balls. I don't think he's got. You said I think he had one that he's really just. I think it was the first Atlanta game. He ran like the out route. I don't know what you're talking about, but just went up top and went over the dude. That right there, and just like you said, he's just an all around playmaker. So huge upside everywhere. I really don't see no downside. That's the thing about it to his name.
And how about Bryce? I know you weren't with him last year, but what has he done just this year to improve?
I think Bryce just continued to build off what we played him towards the end of the year last year. He was playing really well. Just continuing to build off that, his leadership and how he lead the team. But like you said, always when it's time to go win that game, Bryce going to get it done. And I think that's shown many times. And how he just carries stuff, stays neutral, and go out there and execute at a high level when the team needs it most. And, he's done it plenty of times this season.
In the huddle, he's always the same, even when it's like a fourth quarter tight drive.
Always the same. We could be team score going up. I forgot which game it was. Maybe the Dallas game. I think they scored to go up like late in the game, and it's a clip of him. He out there just dancing with Demo, like just getting ready. Like that's just him. He always the same. So yeah.
What are some of the things, Rico, outside of football you really like to do?
I game a lot right now. I'm sitting in my gaming room. Gaming, but other than that, spending time with the family, man. I got 2 little girls, so just doing things with them and trying to find stuff to do with them, vacations and things like that. Other than that, pretty chill. Be at the house on the game. How
would you describe what being a girl dad has done for you as a person?
It definitely changes you for sure, but that's what I always tell people. Like, I never really need no outside motivation. Like, I'm truly motivated by just being a dad and my kid. I know I got to do well for them, so that's really the only motivation I need. I've told that to many people, but yeah, it definitely changes you, man. They snatch your heart up. My oldest daughter, she just turned 5, and she a real girl's dad, so I love that. The youngest one, the mama's girl, but oldest one, she a girl's dad, and like I said, really enjoyed it. Definitely made me wake up. That's all I got to think about. I think about my kids, and I'm ready to go.
Does being a girl dad, has it impacted the way you think about the professionalism of the job at all?
No, I wouldn't say necessarily, no. I definitely believe in, like, never mind, I ain't say that. No, yeah, that it is, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't really say it's impacted how I think about jobs and stuff like that at all.
You said you wake up and you're always thinking about the kids and trying to be better. So how does that manifest? Obviously, being undrafted, everything is stacked against you, and you have made it in a major way. But being a dad and having 2 baby girls, how has that impacted the way maybe day to day you go about your business? Not only in the facility, but just everything.
Yeah, just like I said, trying to make good decisions, good choices in life and things like that. But as far as like when I'm going to work, if I'm feeling a nick and knack, something like, and I know I got to go out here, game day, nicks and knacks, and I know I got to go out there and perform at a high level if I want to be able to take care of my family how I want to. So from that aspect, just knowing I always got to do well and put my best foot forward for them, the rest to take care of itself.
You said earlier that you wouldn't change your path. I'm curious. So you had 1,000 yards last year. You hit free agency. I don't feel like, and maybe you'll disagree, but I didn't feel like you got enough respect. Maybe because he wasn't a first-round pick, but I didn't feel like you got enough. Did you have a chip on your shoulder going into this season?
I think, like you said, just being undrafted, I've always had that chip on my shoulder, just having to continue to prove it over and over again. But like I said, I don't really think so as well. But, it came down to what it came down to. I ended up here in Carolina, happy where I'm at, and it's worked out very well for me. And like I said, I signed 1 year. If I got to continue to keep proving it, I believe in myself and have confidence in myself that I can go out there and continue to prove it. So, and that's how I look at it.
Last question. Who has the best drip on the Panthers?
I say Tuba.
Tuba has good, really?
Yeah, I say Tuba. Yeah, that guy, he's dressed out, designer down, some every day, no matter what the day is. Every day of the week, I made a joke with him yesterday. He came in with like some halfway down to your ankle shorts with a bubble coat on. And he started joking about me. He said I had like a crazy looking jacket on. But I say Chuba though, yeah, he got some pretty decent stuff he come to work with every day.
And you, how about you? How would you describe yours?
I'm pretty neutral. Like, I got clothes and stuff, but I really don't wear. I'm really more of like a sweat, like right now, sweatsuit type of guy. I really just wear sweatsuits all the time, but I do have clothes. I just never wear them.
Coach Canales?
Uh,
He's got some swag.
Yeah, he definitely got some swag to him. His car, I like his cars. I haven't really seen him dress up too much, but I definitely know he got that side to him based off his cars though, for sure.
Well, Rico, I appreciate you taking the time, man. I'm really happy for the success you're having, and I know it's only the beginning, and hopefully we'd love to keep in touch and continue building.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.